Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now, the trial for a man charged in a Jamestown rape has been adjourned. Details coming up.
Plus, the Chautauqua County Libertarian Party will not be endorsing a candidate for state senate. We'll tell you why. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with a live look at our weather. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Justin and Matt, and happy Tuesday, everybody. We made it through another Monday, and now we're getting back into the grind of work. And here's First Defense Doppler. It is clear across the area, and the radar is going to remain dry through the day today, but obviously we know that is not going to last long. The grass pollen has now spiked up into the high category. Tree pollen came down just a tiny bit, but these are our two culprits. So sneezing, wheezing, sniffling, those are your culprits, and I feel you. I'm right there in you. My allergies are terrible, and I feel you right in there, so I'm right in that same boat. So through the afternoon today, partly to mostly sunny on average. Not as chilly as it was yesterday. It was a cold morning this morning. At least we're done with that. At least we're well. 66 to 73, southwest wind averaging around 7 to 14 or 7 to 18 miles per hour. We'll time out the next rain chances plus the weekend. How's it looking with that 7-day coming up in just a few minutes? Justin and Matt.
All right, looking forward to it. Dakota, thanks. Our top story, the jury selection and rape trial for Conowongo man Dennis Park Jr. He's charged with first-degree rape and 2 counts of first-degree criminal sexual act has been adjourned. A Chautauqua County court clerk told that to WNY News Now yesterday. The clerk, however, says that a new date wasn't scheduled as of reporting time. In addition, the clerk did not know the reasoning for the adjournment of the Park trial. Now, if you remember, Park is accused of sexually assaulting a woman at knife point during an incident last July on Marion Street in the city of Jamestown. Park previously served time in the Gowanda Correctional Facility for first-degree rape. That's according to the New York State Correctional Database. WNY News Now has reached out to the offices of the Chautauqua County Public Defender and District Attorney. Public Defender Ned Barone has not returned our call yet. District Attorney Patrick Swanson declined to comment when asked for the reasoning of adjournment.
New York State Police say they arrested a South Valley woman for allegedly driving while intoxicated Sunday afternoon on Main Street in Frewsburg. 70-year-old Linda Johnson is charged with aggravated driving while intoxicated. Troopers say that they responded to a report of an erratic driver. Johnson was placed under arrest and transported to State Police Jamestown, where she provided a breath sample of .25. She was then processed, issued traffic tickets, and released, and Johnson is scheduled to appear in the town of Carroll Court at a later date.
And citing red flags on social media and serious sexual misconduct allegations, among some other educational requirements, the Chautauqua County Libertarian Party is not endorsing a local candidate for the 57th Senate District. County Chairman Andrew Martin Kolste confirmed to WNY News Now that Ural Sakosevich will not be getting their endorsement from the Chautauqua County Party. Kolste raised several concerns. Among them was multiple unproven allegations of sexual misconduct, questions about military service, and educational backgrounds. The office of the Cattaraugus and Chautauqua Libertarian Parties issued a joint statement regarding his candidacy. In that statement, which can be found right now on WNYNewsNow.com, Kolste says that a claim of endorsement for Ikosevich was premature. Ikosevich did not respond to WNY News Now's request for comment, but he did say via his social media that it's, quote, time to move on, end quote. Ikosevich also thanked his supporters. For more, visit WNYNewsNow.com or download our mobile app.
A response to a report of a domestic dispute back on May 28th led to the arrest of a Randolph man on a charge of fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon. State police say that 45-year-old Brett Stearns was allegedly in possession of a rifle, which state police say he was prohibited from possessing due to a prior felony convictions. Now, Stern was arrested, transported to State Police Jamestown, and processed. Stearns was issued an appearance ticket and is scheduled to appear in the town of Randolph Court at a later date.
Well, happy Tuesday to all of you. Hopefully you are enjoying some of that sunshine that's out there, because I know it's not going to last too much longer going into the near future. But last night was cold.
Mm-hmm.
It really was. I slept with the window open.
What?
And that was a mistake.
It was in the 30s.
Yeah, I know. My house
golly.
was in the 30s when I woke up.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully I don't get sick or something, because that would be really bad. But yeah, good idea. So happy Tuesday to everyone. Saying hello to Karen, Matt's mama. She's watching from Buffalo. Thank you, Karen, for those kind thoughts. Rob, good afternoon to you. Hopefully you're doing well out there. Gary, hello. Good to see you as always. Alex, hello. Saying hello to Smathers and to Amanda and to Alberta and to Chris as well, and to Beth. Hopefully you are doing well. She said her heat was on for sure. I don't know if I'd go that far, Beth. I mean, that I get it. I get it. Because my mom is really into having the heat on. She's cold-blooded, I suppose you could say. Love you, Mom. But like, I don't know. I always get so hot. But then I'm stupid and I leave the window open when it's 30 degrees and I wake up and I can see my breath in the morning. And then you're late to work because you don't want to get out of bed. It's just a whole chain and effect thing. So, but Matt sleeps in his car. So what are you gonna do?
I have. No, I
only
have.
when on assignment. I'm just kidding. So, happy Tuesday to all of you. Thank you for joining us, and Beth, thank you for letting me pick on you just a bit. Coming up, New York State hopes to become the first to pass a law involving cats and declawing. Details coming.
But first, Governor Cuomo says the legalization of marijuana likely won't happen this year. Dakota.
Our heat last night because it was chilly. There's a live look over Lakeside Park, and the sun is shining bright, but yeah, it's still chilly, but at least we'll warm it up a little bit. News Not New continues in a minute, so don't go away.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops, restaurant and tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
This year's Frewsburg Gala Days is bigger than ever. It's Old Home Week, June 12th through the 15th. Catch musical performances by Hot Mess Friday at 8, Smokin' 45 Saturday at 8. All the food, fun, and friends will be at Frewsburg Fire Company's annual Gala Days.
And happening now, New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo does not believe legislation legalizing recreational marijuana here in New York will pass before lawmakers adjourn for the year this month. On Monday, Cuomo says he supports legislation, but he added that he doesn't think there will be enough votes in the state Senate to pass a measure. Lawmakers are scheduled to finish their session on June 19th, and while there's broad support for legalization among members of the Democrat-led state legislature, lawmakers have so far failed to reach a consensus on the many details of taxing and regulating marijuana. Many lawmakers also want legalization to be accompanied by provisions expunging past low-level marijuana convictions. The recent failure of legalization of legislation in neighboring New Jersey likely sapped some of the issue's momentum in New York, according to Cuomo. Top lawmakers insist that there's still time to come to an agreement and note that the fate of the session's biggest issue is often undecided until the final day of the session. Now, the bill currently before lawmakers here in New York would permit adults 21 and older to consume marijuana bought at state-regulated dispensaries. It would also allow users to grow a certain number of plants at home and permit local governments to opt out of hosting dispensaries if they so choose. The bill would also direct some of the tax revenue from legal pot to substance abuse treatment, public education, and law enforcement, as well as job training and other services for communities hit disproportionately by the war on drugs.
Well, coffee lovers now have specific evidence that is safe for your heart to have as much coffee as you'd want. They say now up to 25 cups a day is still healthy. That's according to a new study that was released this week. James Dyden explains more in today's Health Minute.
Coffee lovers have been getting mixed messages about their favorite drink for years, including previous studies that suggest coffee is bad for your heart. It was believed that coffee could cause a stiffening of the arteries, which would put pressure on your heart and increase your chances of a heart attack or stroke. But a new study from Queen Mary University of London says the opposite. It found that drinking 5 or more cups a day was no worse for the arteries than drinking less than a cup. The more than 8,000 participants in the study were divided into 3 groups. The first consumed less than 1 cup a day. The second drank between 1 and 3. And the third group drank more than 3 cups, with some drinking up to 25 a day. The participants then underwent an MRI heart scan and infrared pulse wave tests, with the results showing no difference in their heart health, considering factors such as their age, weight, and smoking status. So is coffee good for you? Well, this study does not determine that, but it is good news for those of you who love your cup of joe. For today's Health Minute, I'm James Dynan.
Awesome. Love to hear it, James. Thank you.
New York would be the first state to ban the declawing of cats under legislation heading to a vote in the state legislature. The Senate and Assembly are both expected to take up the bill today, and supporters of a ban in New York include animal welfare advocates, cat owners, and veterinarians who argue that the practice is cruel and barbaric since it involves the amputation of a cat's toes back to the first knuckle. The New York State Veterinarian Medical Society has opposed the bill, though, and saying that the procedure should be allowed as a last resort for felines that won't stop scratching furniture or humans, or when the cat's owner has a weakened immune system, putting them at greater risk of infection from a scratch. Under the bill, people who violate the ban on declawing a cat could face fines of $1,000. Veterinarians could still perform the procedure for medical reasons such as infection or injury. Declawing a cat is already illegal in much of Europe, as well as in Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Denver.
I don't know. I kind of feel like that's not very nice. I mean, if you think about it, I suppose, I don't really know what a cat is feeling, but like the last knuckle? Like that doesn't sound good at all.
No.
And I don't know. And someone who's sick, it's almost like, well, maybe you can't have a cat,
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I mean, the furniture thing, that's one of the biggest reasons I would think it would be.
Right, but like if you're going to have a cat, you kind of have to accept something like that, don't you?
That's true, and I think that's where this argument comes.
Right.
So I guess what we do is we sit back, we watch. Let's see what Albany does, I suppose.
We'll see what do you guys think?
Yeah, there we
know
go.
In the comments below. I think it's a good law, probably, but at the same time, like, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough.
Absolutely.
I think that, I guess if you wanted a decision right now, I'd be, go for it. Protect the kitties.
I'd probably have to look at the full law, I think, is my thing, so.
Well, other trending stories. I'll take all good things must come to an end for 1,000, Alex. Jeopardy's most celebrated champ in more than a decade passed the baton to a new victor as he was less than $60,000 away from breaking the show's record for most money won. Stephanie Elm has the story.
What is too small of a wager, Alex?
Closest it's been in a while.
If you're James Holzhauer, the answer is $1,399.
A modest one for the first time.
Yep. Holzhauer, Jeopardy's king of the massive wager,
all of the chips, please.
All of it.
put up only a fraction of his $23,400 pot when he entered Final Jeopardy in second place.
So, Emma, it's up to you. If you came up with the correct response, you're going to be the new Jeopardy champion.
All 3 contestants got the answer right. But Chicago librarian Emma Betcher, who was in the lead, took a page out of Holzhauer's playbook and wagered a hefty bet. His only hope of winning his 33rd game hinged on her getting the question wrong.
What did you wager? Oh, gosh, 20,000. What a payday.
Holzhauer took the loss like a champ, immediately giving the new champ a high five. Since early April, Jeopardy fans watched to see if Holzhauer would break the non-tournament earnings record of $2,520,700 amassed by Ken Jennings in 2004.
What is Mario?
Mario, yeah. James.
What is Myelin?
Right.
What is New York?
That's the state.
But chatter of Holzhauer's loss hit the internet Sunday night as video of the end of the game was leaked online. Then he seemed to confirm the loss. In response to CNN's Brian Stelter about Jeopardy reruns playing at a bar, Holzhauer tweeted, "If it's a rerun, I probably got this."
We're going to say goodbye to James, too.
Of course, it's not like Holzhauer's leaving empty-handed. He's solidified his place in the Jeopardy Hall of Fame with a string of single-game earnings records and raked in a total of $2,462,216. About his loss, Holzhauer told the Naperville Sun, quote, "I know I played my best and did everything I could, so I will hold my head up high." But if any Holzhauer is happy about his loss, it might be the champ's daughter. He tweeted, "My kid cried about the possibility of her dad losing, so I told her we could have a party the day after it inevitably happens. Now she cries when I win. Time to party, Holzhauers."
Awesome. Well, thank you for that report. Kind of sad that he's coming to an end. I watched last night, and many of you may know I'm kind of really obsessed with James, and I think that he had a really cool thing going, but all good things do come to an end, I suppose.
Part of me wonders if he just was bored.
Kind of fell on the sword.
Yeah, I mean, granted, nobody's perfect and everybody has their bad night, but
Right.
I mean, it just his demeanor, I guess, really.
And you know, it's really cool to see how supportive they all are on Jeopardy, though. I mean, he's very supportive of her winning, and it'll be cool to see how far she can take it.
Absolutely. Well, I wonder real quick if it's going to be like what happened with Ken Jennings.
Yeah.
That woman won after, Ken won 74 days.
Yeah.
Then she lost the next day.
Right. I guess stay tuned. We'll see tonight.
Absolutely.
So awesome. Well, want to check in with the comments. Happy Tuesday to all of you. Good afternoon to David. You're right. All good things do come to an end. And that's what happened there. So Dakota seems to say, he says he had to leave, otherwise the show would have gone bankrupt. Actually, you know what? Probably. He left happy still. You know? What are you going to do?
Maybe our corporate owns Jeopardy.
Oh, wouldn't that be something?
Oh,
Wouldn't that be something? I want to say hello to Sean as well. Hopefully you are doing well. Coming up, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He has a live look at our weather. Some rain coming our way tomorrow.
And later on, a Civil War encampment is coming back to Westfield. We'll have details on that as News Now continues.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you. Extra, extra, read all about it. Not tomorrow, but right now on the WNY News Now mobile app. Follow local news as it happens.
Top story: a Forestville man's weather video has gone viral.
And stay informed with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network.
Our Matt Hummel is standing by live outside of Chautauqua County Court with more on this case. Matt, good afternoon to you.
Download the WNY News Now app right now. It's free on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back. And I think we should actually go on Wheel of Fortune and try to break the record there. I'm more of a Wheel fan than I am a Jeopardy fan. The high yesterday was only 54. Look at where we were this morning, 37. What season is this? Look at where we should be, 73 and 49. And boy, it was chilly this morning. And here are the low temperatures at the airport locations across the region. 38 in Olean. How about freezing down at Bradford, Pennsylvania? And again, the lakeshore area stayed warmer, 46 Erie, 45 Dunkirk. But the inland areas, especially the valleys, got a whole lot colder. And there was a little bit of frost, especially out to the east. So today would be a good day to take your boat out on Lake Erie. The water temperature, it's tied at 56 degrees off Buffalo and Erie. The wind southwest 5 to 15 knots, and wave heights averaging around 2 feet or less, with that big orange blob or yellow blob in the sky once again. So we'll have a lot of sunshine today, and but it's only going to be short-lived because we do have a little bit more rain to go through. Low pressure area near Kansas City. This is going to be moving our direction, and there's already some rain out here that's associated with it. But again, it's not anything widespread or nothing too heavy, but there will be the chance for a few rain showers coming our way tomorrow. First defense Doppler is dry, and it's going to remain that way through the day. So we'll show you, first of all, here the News Now cam just to show you the sunshine that's out there. It's 58 right now with a southwest wind of 13, and we really don't have a wind chill index because the temperature is about 50. All right, now let's show you a future scan. Dry through the day today. Now, as we go throughout the night, we'll get into the chance for these scattered showers. Again, this isn't going to be anything heavy or anything widespread, but it'll be on again, off again type of rain. The rain will continue throughout the day tomorrow, and tomorrow we may get in the chance for a few thunderstorms, especially tomorrow afternoon. Best chance for them is going to be where you see these darker colors, but again, I don't expect that to be a severe weather issue. A few more scattered showers and storms tomorrow night, and then they will ultimately start to clear out as we go into the later part of the week, especially into the weekend. So we'll go zone by zone for you today. Temperatures by the Lake Erie shoreline, mid to upper 60s here. Not as chilly as it was yesterday, which is the good news, but we're still below average by a couple degrees. Inland we go, maybe 69 around Jamestown, 70 Randolph, maybe 73 in Warren. Sun and clouds will share the sky. And now, here comes the future. 73 tomorrow, 75 on Thursday. Again, scattered rain tomorrow. The rain chances on Thursday really scattered, and the humidity ticks up as well. Dry for the weekend, but we bring a few more rain showers in early next week. Sports is next, so don't go away. Want weather now? Download the WNY News Now mobile app and stay up to date on severe weather alerts. Plus, anytime hazardous weather strikes, stick with the Southern Tier's only 24/7 streaming network that keeps you safe. You're all in a tornado warning, so now is the time to go to a safe place, small room, lowest floor, near the center, away from windows. What are you waiting for? Download the WNY News Now mobile app today. It's free in the Apple App Store and Google Play Store.
WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Tuesday, sports fans, and welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. For any Jamestown Rebels fans, the NAHL draft will take place later this afternoon at 2 o'clock Eastern Time. In the 2018-2019 regular season, the Rebels made it to the first round of the Robertson Cup Championship, losing in 5 games against the New Jersey Titans. There are 2 ways to watch the draft this afternoon. It can be watched on either NAHLdraft.com or HockeyTV.com. The St. Louis Blues tied the Stanley Cup Series at 2 games apiece on Monday night with a 4-2 win at home. Former Buffalo Sabre Brian O'Reilly scored 2 goals. Alex Pietrangelo added a pair of assists for St. Louis. Brandon Carlo and Charlie Coyle each scored a goal for Boston. The Stanley Cup Finals will return to Boston for Game 5 on Thursday at 8 o'clock. Tonight, with a 7:10 first pitch, the New York Mets will begin a 3-game home series against the San Francisco Giants. The New York remains in the middle of the road in the NL East, being in third with a 28-31 record. Meanwhile, the Giants are in dead last in the NL West with a 24-34 record. Noah Syndergaard will be on the starting mound for the New York Mets, while Madison Bumgarner will be on the rubber to start for the Giants. The game will be televised on Sportsnet New York and can be viewed on the MLB At Bat app. That's it for sports today. Justin and Matt, back to you.
Alrighty, Norm. Thank you as always. President Abraham Lincoln will inspect the troops and make a presidential speech at the annual 9th New York Cavalry Encampment in Westfield's Moore Park this weekend. Members of the cavalry and invited guests will present Standing Ground, a Civil War living history event in Westfield. Reenactors will set up camp late afternoon on Friday and offer living history throughout the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. In addition to the regularly scheduled events, President Lincoln will also be on hand to make appearances, including inspecting the troops, as well as delivering a special speech on the steps of the McClurg Museum Saturday afternoon. President Lincoln's appearance is made possible by the Village of Westfield, which will be providing more details on his itinerary for the entire weekend in the coming weeks. Meanwhile, Justin, events for the 9th New York Cavalry will include drills and demonstrations, battle reenactments, craft demonstrations for children, candlelight tours, and much more. And of course, you can find more with a full story on our website right this second at WNYNewsNow.com.
You know, that's kind of cool, Dakota. They brought President Lincoln back from the grave.
That is interesting.
No,
I met President Lincoln because
You
obviously,
were there,
you know,
right. You
I
were
was
like
doing
the-
the weather back during the Civil War. We didn't have the Green Wall back then, but
You,
you know.
you must have been a genius to be able to predict the weather so well like you do now.
Oh yeah.
But no, I mean, it's cool that you can really step back in time with those kind of events. I mean, I just like walking around and checking it out because it's just nice to be able to kind of get a feel, kind of like what they do, like they have at Fenton every now and then, where they have like the older reenactments go. But I do remember covering that story years ago. We were trying to find footage of it actually in our archive because I was there, but we can't find. We looked so hard, I was kind of disappointed. So we used
I
that
thought
picture.
I see you in the archive room digging through all those tapes we keep in the archive room.
It's a pain because you got to pull out the VHS, plug it in, and hit play, and then it's like, well, this is not it. This is throw it back in the box.
What'd they do in your days, Dakota?
Smoke signals.
Smoke signals? Is
Yeah,
that
smoke
what? How we?
signals.
Tablets, chisels.
Stone tablets, chisels. That was our archives back in the day.
And now we got all these fancy-wancy graphics, much like the school bus forecast.
Yeah, exactly. Much like that. We didn't even have school buses back then. School is getting ready to come to an end. I think Jamestown only has, 1 or 2 more weeks left. So for the school bus stop today, 65 to 71 this afternoon. You can ditch those sweaters and jackets you had this morning. Tomorrow morning, 61 to 64, a few scattered rain showers. And then the humidity comes up Wednesday and Thursday, so there'll be a stick back in the air. We dry out for the weekend, and temperatures go back up once again for early next week. But when you know it, the warmth comes with another chance of rain.
As always. Well, Dakota, thank you.
You're
very
welcome.
much. That's it for us today. Of course, news continues 24/7 on WNYNewsNow.com and our mobile app. And if you missed anything we just talked about, don't worry. The broadcast loops right here on Facebook Live. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Hopefully you have a great day. David, thanks for joining us. Gary, thank you. Sean, Pam, and Amy is watching as well. Hopefully you all have a wonderful day.